So something that's quite common to do out here in Alaska is shoveling the garden. Now you might think, why do you need to shovel the garden? Well, it's because the garden is covered in a whole bunch of snow. So we're going to be taking that snow and we're going to be moving it elsewhere. Not because the snow won't melt where it is, but because if we take the snow off, then the sun will shine and warm the ground a little bit quicker. And so we can end up planting a couple weeks sooner than we would otherwise. So I'm out here, shoveling a little bit of snow. So this is about how we want it. We want it so that like the dirt is just starting to show through. We could take the rest of the snow off, but then we're just getting into the dirt, and that's not really what we want to do, because this is actually still frozen. The ground is, even though, well, that's kind of soft for frozen actually. The center of that is still frozen, which is why we're taking the snow off of it, because if we take the snow off, then it can thaw out a lot faster, both from the sun and also just from the warmer air. So this right here, this is fine. It should melt off in the next day or two, and then start thawing the hill so that we can get planted a bit earlier. Because, the ground here, it freezes, and when the ground is frozen, it's a lot harder to put seeds into it. And so that will probably be enough for today. We're just doing a little bit here and a little bit there as we have time to do so. But I'm going to take you right over here and just show you, this is what we had shoveled off from just a couple days ago. And as you can see, there's all of this water down in here where the rest of that snow was just melting off. And I just got my camera tripod stuck. So I'm gonna take this off of the tripod. So as you can see, I accidentally got it stuck down there in the gate. I'm actually not sure how exactly. There we go. We're good. Anyway, there's a bunch of water there from the melted snow, but like this mound here, like you can see, the whole thing is a lot softer, but there still is like some frozen bit in the middle there. So these will be sitting for probably another week or so before we start actually putting any plants in them. But this is what we were just over there. This is what this is going to, what over there is going to look like. This, yeah, the things that I can say if I'm thinking about it, but if I'm actually like trying to tell it to you guys, it's not working so well. Those things. So I decided to take a quick break and have a mango, because mangoes are good. But one thing that I discovered quite recently about mango is that you don't actually want to eat the peel, because the peel has the same sort of stuff in it that poison ivy has in it. It's the same, like the oil that there is in poison ivy. It's actually what was used to make Japanese lacquer, and it creates an allergenic response with most people's skin, and since the inside of your mouth technically is skin, if you eat the skin of a mango, you can actually get more and more sensitive to the skin of the mango, to the point where you're having like a poison ivy reaction inside your mouth just from a mango. Because turns out mangoes are in the cashew family, which cashews are in the sumac family, and sumac is the same family that has poison sumac, which is what poison ivy actually is in the family of. And as such, mangoes, they're basically just really delicious poison ivy. Worth it. Though I think it might be better with just a little bit of cinnamon on it. So we're gonna just put a little bit of this here on there. Whoa, that's a lot of cinnamon. It's on my hand too. So this is kind of interesting. Because of how the cinnamon fell on my hand, it like clumped around the hairs on my hand. and made this nice little like speckledy pattern, which is kind of interesting. Just means I'll have to eat my hand. Cinnamon mango, 10 out of 10. Would recommend. Let's get this skin off. And these here are the plants that will go in those rows once everything is ready for them. We start them inside so that they can get kind of a head start, and then we acclimatize them, and then we plant them. So that's more or less, that's how we get a head start on gardening here in Alaska. So I want to say thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.